Hey everyone, welcome back to MB Studio, and today I'm with a brand new video for you guys. I am going to be reviewing High School Musical, the series, Season 2, Episode 9, titled Spring Break. This just came out yesterday, and I'm really excited to be getting into it. It was an overall good episode. I thought it had really good parts to it, really good scenes. Parts that maybe I didn't necessarily enjoy, like the North and East High rivalry, but still some really good moments between certain characters. So, one thing before I get into this is that it really felt like this was the first episode filmed during COVID, even though I know that it wasn't. I mean, this was probably filmed like January or February, maybe. But I just don't know, like, because the fact that they were using Zoom now, I mean, it was kind of funny how they were using it. I mean, I wasn't like the biggest fan. I thought like the jokes, like the Zoom jokes, were a little bit like I don't know, but overall it was still fine. Just curious why they're doing it this episode. I mean, I get it's because everyone's at over spring break, so we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. I think that's the only time that they're doing like these Zoom calls. I'm probably reading too much into this, but okay. So starting things out with the North and East High rivalry, pretty much they make a video saying that East High kids are slacking off because they're doing using spring break to their advantage. Like Carlos is like in Mexico or something. Everyone's kind of like doing their own thing, but they accuse them of slacking off while like North High school kids are like going to like somewhere like on like a mission trip or something. Um, so then Nene and Ashton work together to write a song. I don't remember the name of the song, but they sing it. We see it like over Zoom, and I guess the song was okay. It wasn't my favorite song, but I guess at least it showed North High something that they're still in it to win this. Overall, it was just kind of like a weird storyline. I still don't understand this North and East High rivalry. I feel like they could have done without it, and like there's like no Beauty and the Beast stuff this episode pretty much at all, like except Gina using her Babette accent. Um, but there was just really no Beauty and the Beast stuff, and it really just kind of felt like almost like a filler episode, if that makes any sense. Although I think it still had really good moments, like with Ricky and his mom and Gina and Jack. I'll talk about that in a bit. But I really just felt like the episode was kind of like a filler. But I guess there was parts to the whole Zoom thing that I liked, but it really didn't get to focus on every character too, which I guess it didn't have to. We see that Carlos and Seb were having a lot of tension with each other, which is interesting. We see that Courtney is somewhat like talking to Howie again, which is interesting. I just feel like this episode we only kind of focused on our central characters. Really only Ricky and Gina. They were kind of like the stars of this episode. But we see that Nene is kind of having some trouble with her songwriting page. Like everyone, all of her fans are wanting more. She's reached 15,000 followers, which for a high schooler, I don't know. I mean, I would love to have 15,000 followers, but whatever. So that was kind of interesting, and she was able to like, she's just was like struggling with it, which is probably normal. Like, you got this big opportunity, and then you kind of feel like pressure to write something new when you really just can't think of anything. It's a lot. So we also have Gina's at the airport, and she wants to go visit her mom in Louisiana, and she comes across Jack who's played by Asher Angel. And I personally enjoy the actor he is in Shazam. I know he's associated with Brad TV, which I like. Dated Jules for a little bit. But overall, I'm glad that he made it into here. I thought he was a really good influence on Gina. I thought their scenes were a lot of fun. I don't ship them really, and I don't think the point was to. I mean, they had like a little bit of a flirtation, but I think that the point of it was to just show that Gina had someone to talk to. They didn't make any connection with Annie Mac, which was fine. I don't think they needed to, but really, I mean, he's a really good actor, and he kind of played more of like a I don't know, like a silly, I guess you can say, like that kind of like role, like in this, in this role of Jack. But yeah, I really did like their scenes, and now Gina kind of finally had someone to open up to because it was Ricky, but now she's not talking to him, which I do feel like, because I feel like, I mean, Gina did kind of like talk about like Ricky, like to him, like not like actual like names, but like I think she's still dealing with her heartbreak, and I think it is going to come back up. I think there is a chance. Now I'm just gonna talk about the romance for this because EJ does come in and is able to get Gina out of the airport and bring her back to Salt Lake. So that to me showed Gina's like, wow, this is a really good guy. Like he's matured so much, and I think that he could be a potential partner to me. I think that's fine. I feel like EJ got to that point, but I feel like Gina got to that point at the end of this episode, and I think that from here on out, it's only going to build up. But I feel like Ricky and Gina is something that they're going to have to explore at some point. I'm not sure if it'll be this season or next, but I really feel like that they had this arc between Gina and EJ, and I don't think they're going to throw that away. I think they're going to make that like the end couple for the season, and I'm all for it because I think EJ is really mature, and I think that he can be a good partner to Gina, like he wasn't to Nene, and I'm really excited to see that dynamic moving forward. But yeah, I really did like that stuff with Gina at the airport. I thought Asher Angel's character Jack did a really good job here, and like their scenes were a lot of fun together. I think the actors have good chemistry, obviously because they were in Andy Mack together, and they did a really good job there. But anyways. Okay, so the Reiki stuff I thought was really well done too. Kind of see him, he's kind of like cooped up and he's struggling with his breakup with Nene. You know, him being mad at his mom, just kind of like all the things. He has a lot going on right now. It really has been, like, he's really had so much stuff going on this season. It's actually kind of like sad, everything that he's gone through. Um, but him and his mom have some good conversations, pretty much. Him saying, "I can't believe that you did that on opening night," brought Todd and his friends were all kind of all upset too. And then she apologized, saying that if she brought him to make him seem like she brought him to make Ricky see what his mom saw in Todd, which was what she was saying. Like, she wanted Ricky to feel some sort of way, like towards Todd, because she wants Ricky to be happy for her. And I think that Ricky deep down wants to be happy for his mom, but not with a guy like that, and not the way that she did it, because I feel like that still wasn't a good way for her to introduce her. Like you know, I think everyone could agree with me there, but I'm really glad that they were like I'm really glad that she was able to like um apologize, and they had that really good conversation. And then Joshua Bassett or Ricky sing the song. I don't remember the name. I'm sorry, but and I did like this song. I think it really showed that the Nene. Feel like it just showed his whole life and everything that he's going through right now. And this almost made it seem like, is this Ricky and Nene relationship over for now? Because I personally think it is, at least for this season. Because I feel like what they're gonna do is that season 3, I think they're gonna plan it out to be like a full-on romance department, because or Nene's gonna leave the show, which I think is always a possibility too. Because if Nene off the show, then they could focus on Ricky and Gina, which I'm assuming they're gonna do at some point. I'm still not sure when. But I feel like if Olivia Rodrigo is staying on the show, then I feel like they would have to explore that again at some point, Ricky and Nene. I mean, it's probably the end game couple, if we're being honest. I don't necessarily want it to be, but it's whatever. Um, okay. So overall, it was a good episode. The North and East tie rivalry, not a big fan of. The Zoom calls were kind of funny. Gina and Jack scenes were good, really well done, and so were the Ricky and his mom scenes. So overall, it really was a solid episode. I really did enjoy it. So I'm gonna get off of here. Comment down below, what did you think of this episode? Because I personally really liked it. Maybe not as much as the previous episodes, but I'm gonna get off here. So anyways, thanks for watching the studio. Like, comment, subscribe, and bye.